Well, good morning. I wanted to come on and speak, hopefully, this morning, some words of inspiration, encouragement into someone's life. I was thinking as I was driving in this morning to the office about trying times. We are in some trying times, and everybody is being faced with this. And so I see a lot of people, a lot of deaths happening, and people talking about their finances because everything is skyrocketing even more than it already was. And I just want to say to you that to the best of your ability, hang in there. Please hang in there. We can't afford to give up. We can't afford to throw in the towel because there's a lot of people who's looking at you and they're only hanging in there because they see you hanging in there. So I just encourage you to just not give up. You are impacting more people's lives than you know. And yes, we are in some trying times. And yes, there's a lot going on and a lot of broken hearts to whatever somebody may be facing. And we have to learn how to be more kinder. I look at life now, and it just seems like people they're just not kind anymore. There are those of us out there who are, but there are so many who will just take opportunities when people are already down on their luck to crush a person. And it's just not right. If you can't get in there and help somebody, then just get out the way, because people are facing too much. We are in some trying times. People don't know which way to go. People are smiling on the outside, but they're crying on the inside. And I mean, that goes for men and women alike. People are just masking enough just to make it through the day. And they go home and they break down because they feel alone. That's why you don't know, that hug you give somebody, that might be just what they needed. That kind word, that might be just what they needed. They needed somebody to say, you're going to be all right. We need to look for more kindness instead of all this fighting each other. Why are we fighting each other so much? Why are we tearing one another down so much? Don't you know the time that you spend tearing somebody down, you could reverse that to build somebody up. People don't have to live their life the way that you live your life, but people need to be respected for the life that they choose, because that's what they choose. Stop just we take any little incident in somebody's life and crush them with it. And that's wrong. Everybody's not going to like you. Everybody's not going to like your life decisions. But one thing about it, even if you don't, what business of it is anybody else's because you don't like something about somebody to tear that person down, to try to destroy that person. And sometimes we do it with such intentions of destruction till we have no limit of stopping anywhere. We just go day after day after day trying to tear somebody down, and people are already down. People are already struggling. People already have a lot on their minds. People are already crying on the inside. People are already confused. People are already in a lack. And then you come and pour something else on them, and that's not right. Why don't you try pouring some love on somebody sometime? And you do that through encouraging people, through telling them not to give up, through giving them a hug, to say, you know what? I told my grandson this the other day. I don't care what you go through. We're going to go through this thing together. I one of the courses he's taking in college, and most of us know, anatomy and physiology, I know because I had to take it in college. You got to take the part 1 and the part 2, right? But when you go into college, a lot of times these kids are going to college and parents listen to me, and grandparents and other people that might be supporting them. They're under a lot of pressure. And I work for a college system, so I can say it because I know, because I hear it. They're under a lot of pressure. They trying to make these grades. You understand what I'm saying? It's trying times in their life so that they can pass these courses to get to the next semester, and the next. So eventually they get to graduation because they want to put a smile on your face. They want to do that. But you have to let them know. You got to let them know whatever you go through, whatever you run into as you going through your processes in life, that's for all of us. We need to tell them we're going to go through it together. I'm not saying just tell them just to tell them. I'm saying tell them and mean it. Whatever you go through, we're going to go through it together. Because the last thing you want them to do is give up. The last thing you want them to do is feel like they are by themselves. No, we're going through it together. That's in any relationship, not just our kids in college or grandkids in college need to be reassured. We need to be reassured by people that we're around, that we love, and we know that they love us. Stop beating them down. Stop ignoring them and let them know whatever we go through, we're going through it together. We in trying times, y'all, but we gonna get through this. But we gonna get through it together. Let's take some time to encourage one another. It's well needed. Y'all have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.